The month of Ramadan is almost halfway over, and my routine during Ramadan is very different from normal days. It involves lots more cooking and praying. The days are going quick, and I just wish that it slows down so that this beautiful month doesn't get over so fast. Every day we wake up for suhoor, that is about 1 hour before Fajr prayer, and have light food like oats or eggs. Most of the days it's egg white on toast for me. This day my son was also fasting, so I made 3 egg white toast, 1 each for me, my husband and Hamid. I had made almond paste the previous night and stored in the fridge. With that, I am making almond milk. After having food, I like to pray and recite Quran, as there is a lot of tranquility or peace during this time. I am following this 15 days Khatam Quran schedule to finish reciting the entire Quran easily within 30 days. If you're struggling to finish Quran, follow this plan and inshallah you'll be able to do it too. The kids are having school, so I'll sleep for some time and wake up at around 6:45 to 7. It was a bright and sunny morning. I woke up at 7 o'clock and kept Aisha's lunchbox ready. It was Gergean day at school. Gergean is a special day in Ramadan that is celebrated in Kuwait. It is usually celebrated on the 13th, 14th and 15th day of Ramadan, marking the middle of the holy month. The kids were supposed to dress up in Kuwaiti traditional clothes, and I got very pretty dresses for them from a local shop here in Kuwait. The girls' traditional clothes are called dara, I think, and I felt it resembles our Indian dresses a lot, mainly because of the material and the color and the design on it. But all of these dresses come with a matching bag so that the kids can collect candies in it. The boys usually wear dishtasha, but I didn't buy it for Hamad because I know he will not wear it again. So I just bought an overcoat and a matching bag and a cap. Till now, Gergean is a day to celebrate the fact that children have been fasting and to further encourage them to fast in the future. It seems on the evening of Gergean, children will dress up and go door to door singing songs in exchange for nuts and candy. I really like this tradition because I feel it'll be something very fun for the kids to look forward to. Now that the kids have gone to school, I headed straight into the kitchen, and the first thing that I did, which I always do, is empty the dishwasher. I usually try to finish my entire cooking for the day in the morning itself. Since Hamad was fasting that day, I wanted to make something that would be interesting for him. So I thought of making this air fryer cornflakes chicken bites. This is a healthier version of chicken nuggets or chicken strips. I had posted the recipe of this before in my YouTube channel. I'll post the recipe link for this down in the description box. Since I didn't have cornflakes with me, I ordered it through Talabat. Now Lulu is there on Talabat too. So I ordered and I got all the things that I needed within half an hour. I will be coating the chicken bites with cornflakes. So I'm crushing the cornflakes very well inside the bag itself. Then I put it in a plate. Then I dip the marinated chicken in flour and then egg mixture. And then into this cornflakes butter mix and laid everything on the plate. And I stored this in the refrigerator because I wanted to air fry this just before iftar time. Omar had woken up, so I made French toast for him. While he was eating, I again went back to the kitchen to finish my work. This day I made something called Petti. That is just normal chicken filling stuffed inside crepes. How I make traditional chicken filling is by heating coconut oil in a pan, and then I add about 2 big onions chopped into small pieces. Saute it for about 2 minutes. You don't need to saute it for long and make it brown or anything. Then I added ginger and garlic and sauteed everything together again. Then I'll add green chilies. I like to add a lot of green chilies because that's the only thing that will give the spice factor to the filling. I'm not adding red chili powder or anything else. I boiled chicken in turmeric powder, pepper and salt. Then I'll just process it in my mini food chopper or food processor, and then add it to the onion mixture, mix everything together. Then I added a little bit of cumin powder, turmeric powder, garam masala powder and black pepper also a bit. I finish it off with coriander leaves. I never throw the water that is left after boiling the chicken. I use it either to make soups or rice. This day I made lentil rice for the kids. Next I'm going to make Iskander Kebap for dinner. This was something very new for me. My best friend Nimina shared this recipe with me and I loved it so much. I love anything that has a mixture of yogurt and spices and nuts and meat, everything together, and this was one very comforting dinner meal that I had in a very long time. So thank you Nimina for always sharing amazing, great, delicious recipes with me. There are a lot of recipes that she shared in my blog. If you just go there and search Nimina recipes, you'll get all of her recipes there. To make Iskander Kebab, I bought boneless mutton cut in shawarma cuts. You just have to tell the butcher to cut it like that and they'll cut it in cubes and give you. So I had extra mutton, so with half the mutton I made the Iskander Kebab and half of it I used to make the normal or Narden traditional mutton filling. To make Iskander Kebab, I had marinated the boneless meat with a lot of ingredients which I will mention in the description below. Me and my daughter are a big fan of dessert during iftar. So today for iftar I'm making this chilled cream fruit salad. The base of which basically is a mixture of thick cream, milk, sweetened condensed milk and cream cheese. Omar gets very bored when the kids are in school, so he's always next to me in the kitchen. So that's Omar, my little assistant. Always when making dessert with cream cheese, I try to make a paste by mixing the cream cheese with a little bit of milk before adding it into the main cream base or the milk base of the dessert, so that the cream cheese doesn't form lumps. You can add any fruits into this. I'm adding canned fruits. If you want to add fresh fruits, go ahead, you can add that too. When I'm adding canned fruits, I add half of the juice from the canned fruit into the cream mixture. No. This recipe is my sister-in-law's recipe. Thank you so much, Amai, for this amazing no-fail recipe. I had marinated the mutton for the kebab for about 2 to 3 hours. Now I'm going to pressure cook it. Then I shallow fried the mutton until it got a little charred on the outside. To make the Iskander Kebab tomato sauce, I boiled a can of strained tomatoes, a little bit of tomato paste, red chili flakes, paprika powder, black pepper powder, salt, olive oil and butter. I mixed everything together on medium-high flame. Then I added a little bit of oregano and dried thyme. I mixed everything together. Because we like our dishes to be a little spicy, I added a bit of red chili paste. This is totally optional, you don't have to add it. It's not there in the original recipe. I then cook the sauce on medium-high flame for about 10 to 15 minutes and the sauce is ready. Next I'm making crepes for Irachi. I had posted the recipe for this crepe in one of my older videos. I'll post the link for it down in the description. I'm going to bread the crepes in panko breadcrumbs. You can use the usual breadcrumbs too. For dipping the crepes here, instead of eggs, I'm using leftover crepe batter. I always try to listen to Islamic lectures while cooking, mostly by Sheikh Omar Sulaiman and Mufti Menk.
If a person adds one, another one.
By around 3:15 p.m., the kids came back from school. They were all very excited to show their candies that they got.
And some lollipop glasses. I have this burger. You have the same.
Then I got into the kitchen again to make rice for the kids. I made lentil rice with the chicken stock that I had saved. Soon after lunch, the kids always run to their Ramadan calendars to get their candy and read the messages.
My you. Mama, can I have pancake, please? I also want a cup of coffee. Me too.
Just few hours before iftar, I like to play with the kids. What I do is I just lie down in the bed and order stuff. And my chefs will make pancakes and pizza and cupcakes and serve.
Thank you. It's a birthday cup.
At 5 o'clock, I get back into the kitchen and do last minute preparations for iftar. Here I'm shallow frying the chicken crepes in a little bit of ghee on both sides. This is my husband's favorite item for iftar. It has very less oil and tastes amazing. I had kept the chilled cream fruit salad in the freezer. This is the consistency that you should be looking for. This tastes almost like an ice cream. After iftar, me and my husband clears up the table and then we pray Maghrib together as a family. always look forward to this time of the day.
I'm still festive.
When me and Aisha wears the prayer dress, Omar always wants to be a part and he takes Aisha's old prayer dress and wears that each and every time. We eat dinner at 10 p.m. But today, since I was making the kebab, I had to do the assembling part. So I got into the kitchen at 9 o'clock and I air fried the bread to keep on the base of the kebab. Actually, I was supposed to put pita bread, but the pita bread that I had was fully covered in mold, so I couldn't use it, so I substituted it with bread. I then added a little bit of the henna and garlic and salt in the yogurt and mixed it. You can even use yogurt as it is without anything. It will taste good, but I just added that so that it will have a bit more flavor. I fried almonds in butter along with a little bit of red chilli powder to add as topping. To assemble in a serving tray, I first added a layer of the bread. Then I added a layer of mutton all over the bread. I then added spoonfuls of the tomato sauce. Another layer of fried mutton. Then I spread a good layer of the yogurt sauce, and finally I added the fried almonds along with the butter. Then I added chopped parsley, and that's it. The Iskander Kebab is ready. After dinner, just before bed, me and my husband likes to have a cup of black tea. During this time, we watched the Jannah series by Sheikh Omar Suleiman by Yaqeen Institute. This series is so good. It gives you tears after almost every episode. If you haven't seen it yet, please do. You shouldn't miss it. It is really worth the watch. That's all in this video. Hope you liked it. If you did, please do like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Share this video with your family and friends. Stay tuned for my next video. Thank you so much for watching.